When people face danger, the body does two things. It either fights or it runs. But there is a third response that a lot of people forget about, and that is freeze. So the body shuts down, you feel stuck, you feel tired in this state of freeze. You can feel unable to move forward, or and one of the most common thing is that you're trying to push harder. You're trying to push through. The more you feel stuck, the more you're trying to move. And you feel more frustrated because you can't move. And today we're going to talk about small habits that can actually help your nervous system to move again. So let's talk about the freeze response. The freeze response is a survival response. When the brain believes that something is too overwhelming, it doesn't matter what it is, but it's too overwhelming to handle. The system shuts down. So instead of fighting, instead of running, the body becomes still and the energy drops, motivation disappears, the mind becomes foggy. And from the outside, a lot of people say, but I'm too lazy. That's not lazy. Or I don't care. That's also something a lot of people can say. It's none of these two things. But what it is that the nervous system is trying to protect you and doing exactly what it was built to do. It wasn't trying to take you on a run when you're already stressed out. So your nervous system is trying to slow you down so that you can actually rest. So the brain freezes when it believes one thing: the movement, the action, the situation is unsafe. So this can happen after stress, long periods of pressure, or of the burnout, because the nervous system goes into a state where it tries to conserve energy. Think of it as a phone that goes into battery saving mode. So everything slows down, it dims down, your brain is trying to survive, but the result is that you feel completely stuck. And the longer it goes on, the more frustrated you become, because now you're really trying to change because maybe have a lot of projects, maybe have other things to do, but big changes does not work. So here is something important. When we force big change, new routines, big goals, huge life decisions, the brain even freeze more. The brain freezes even more because it doesn't respond well to pressure. So, because the nervous system is already overwhelmed, and adding more pressure just confirms to the brain that this is not safe. When the nervous system needs something different, small signals of safety, or small movements, or small actions, that is what the nervous system needs. It doesn't need firework, it needs small things so it can calm down. So micro habits work when nothing else does. So let's go through the micro habits. Number one, move your body even if it's 2 minutes, because this changes your state. When you're moving and getting out of the freeze mode, you're signaling to your brain that you're safe, that we can move, that you don't need to do a full workout, but stretching, walking around in the room, even jumping up and down and listening to music, that changes your state so much. And that's why, if you're looking at any of Anthony Robbins' um, webinars or anything he does, he always work with the state. So he changes the state with movement. So micro habit number two is change your environment, because the brain strongly reacts to the environment. It can be the light, sound, space. When you're frozen in the same room, the same environment keeps sending the same signals. So you need to change it. You can open a window, you can change the room, you can go out for 2 minutes, or just go to the store 5 minutes and come back because your brain starts to register something new. And when you have a new environment, that can create a new state, and we want that. We want a new state. So micro habit number 3, slow breathing. Breathing differently affects the nervous system directly. This is not just a nice idea, this is actually biology, and slow breathing tells the brain that the danger have passed. Because think about it. If you are in danger, your breathing is going like this, like you're breathing very fast. But if you're calm and relaxed, you don't breathe that way. So when you change your breathing, you kind of trick your body into thinking that, okay, it's all good now. So the breathing affects the nervous system directly. So even if it's slower through the mouth and longer exhale, it's really good. 1 minute of this can begin to shift the body out of the freeze mode. So we have micro habit number 4. Do a small task instead of saying that I'm going to do all of this. Say I'm going to do this little thing, because that also releases dopamine, which is a feel good hormone. And dopamine creates momentum. So the task doesn't need to be big. It can be make a cup of tea or write one sentence or wash one dish. That's it. Because completion, when you do something, the nervous system gets a little reward, like we did something, we're moving, it's safe to keep going. So, micro habit number 5, reduce the input. When the brain is already overwhelmed, more information makes it worse. So, constant scrolling, news, notifications, all of that keeps the nervous system activated. It keeps it on alert. So, taking short breaks from input, even 20 minutes, gives the brain space to reset and breathe and to come back to itself. I know it's a lot, but just if you have an overwhelmed nervous system, this is really great for you. So instead of forcing yourself to be productive, choose one gentle focus. Read one page, draw something, organize a small space. The goal is not to perform, but the goal is just to make something happen so you don't get more frustrated, more stuck, and more tired. So you're not trying to do your absolute best, but you're trying to just reconnect with doing something, anything really. And micro habit number 7, build momentum slowly. The nervous system does not recover all at once. It recovers through small steps repeated over time. So each small action sends a signal to the brain. It is safe to move again. We are okay. Small signals build on each other. So one small action leads to another, and slowly the momentum comes back. So the freeze response is not weakness, it is not laziness. I don't know why. I used to think that too. I was just about to say, I don't know why people think that, but I just realized that I used to think that. I used to think that I was too lazy or I didn't have enough discipline and everybody else was so much better than me because they managed. But I didn't understand that small movement, small progress, and micro habits, one at a time, slowly, can actually wake the system up again. If you're interested in these things, I have a full course on system and nervous system regulation, identity shift, and how to break yourself out of old habits. It is launched right now, a couple of days ago. I'm giving out so many bonuses. So if you're interested in this, I gave out so many things, and it's just the bonuses are limited. So grab the link in bio and join my free course. It's totally free and you get so much bonuses. Okay, I see you in the next video. That was One Bite. Follow for more.